pizza. Okay, today's topic, we are going to talk about why you binge, okay? Most of you, if you follow me, you've probably heard this stuff a lot of times before. But I was having a conversation with some of my ladies this morning, and this came up, and I figured I should make a video about this. So, why do people binge? Why is it that whenever you eat certain foods that you just can't stop? Why is it that you probably are sneaking food when no one's looking? Why is it that even though you're full, or even though you've eaten more than enough, you keep eating, okay? The reason that people do this and act like this and binge like this is called addiction. Sugar and flour is just like a drug. It is a drug, okay? So anytime you take a bite, one bite, it is going to create a little high in your brain called dopamine. When this happens, this leads to cravings for more of the same, to create more dopamine. So whenever you have that bite of pizza or you have a bite of ice cream, guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna wanna eat the whole freaking gallon of ice cream. You're gonna wanna eat the whole pizza till your stomach's so full you can't move anymore. And then what's gonna happen is the next day, you're gonna be having cravings for more of the same. It's addiction. It is just like drugs. Just like drugs. If you go look at any drug addict, any heroin addict, any crackhead, look at the behaviors of how they behave. Why do you think, and see, and let's move back a little bit. On top of the addiction, what happens too is that the more often that you eat these foods, you build a tolerance to it. And the more you have to eat to get a similar high. So when before you could eat just say one slice of pizza, whenever you've been eating this stuff consistently, you gotta eat the whole freaking pie to get the same effect. Just like drugs. This is exactly why you have people who have drug overdoses. The only difference is your drug is food. You're overdosing on food, but what it's doing to you is it's killing you in a different way, or it's destroying your life in a different way, but it's also killing you. But it's because of the addiction. People overdose on drugs because they're chasing that feeling, chasing that high. You overeat on food because you are chasing that feeling, chasing that high. See where I'm going with this? It's an addiction. So in order for you to get the body that you want, in order to get to where you want to be, to look and feel the way you want to look and feel, you have to kick the habit just like a drug addiction. Just like it. You have to treat it just like it. You can't just wean yourself off of it. You can't just have a little bit here and there, because for the great majority of you, you don't have the self-discipline to stop at just one serving or just one slice of pizza or just one Pop-Tart. You don't have that discipline. 99.9999% of you can't do it. So you have to kick it cold turkey. You have to. You have to. There is no other way. If you want to get in shape, you want to look good, you want to feel good, you want to be healthy, you have to kick the habit. And you have to treat it just like a drug addiction. And when you go eat places, you go out to dinners and you go out and do things, you have to always be conscious and always be making smart choices to make sure that you don't get foods that may have those ingredients in there that are going to reignite the addiction and cause cravings for 72 hours afterwards, which for most of you will lead to you overeating and binging even more. All right? So understand, your issue with food is an addiction. An addiction. It is a drug addiction. And the only way you are going to get to where you want to be is by kicking it cold turkey. Now, with that said, when you kick it cold turkey, and you got to be very, very careful with what you eat, because everything that you eat has added sugar, added flour to it. Especially if it's processed. It has added sugar. No matter, especially if it's like gluten-free shit and all that stuff, that shit has added sugar to it. Okay? There's a gluten-free cookie is still a fucking cookie. Gluten-free pizza is still fucking pizza. Okay? It just doesn't have the white flour and wheat flour. So fucking what? It's still pizza. Okay? It's still going to cause more cravings. It's still going to cause you to overeat because it has added sugar and it has other forms of flour which spike your blood sugar, which are highly addictive as well. So, no. To get the body you want, you got to go cold turkey. And the easiest way to explain nutrition, this is the easiest way I can explain this so that way you can get to where you want to be. If it was made by man inside of a plant or a factory, avoid it like the plague. If it was made by a plant or it had a mom, eat it. And the simple rule of thumb, here's Nutrition Simplified, okay? Nutrition Simplified. Eat first, every single meal, protein and vegetables. A couple of the other meals a day can have serving of fruit or brown rice or whatever to increase the carbs for those meals. Other than that, stick to protein and veggies every single meal and you will be lean, sexy, and healthy. Literally, this is the easy way. Simplified. Protein and veggies. Stick to that as your staple for your meal. You get sexy. It's that easy. All right? Now, technically, to get really, really lean, you're going to need to focus more on your macronutrients and dial in on all that stuff. But for the great majority of you who are, because the great majority of you are fat asses, let's be honest, the great majority of you are overweight. The average female in America is 166 pounds at 5'3". All right? You're a good 40, 50 pounds overweight. Okay? You're fat. Okay, there's no way of sugarcoating this. The average male is about 5'8", 5'9", 190. You're fat too. Okay, there's no way. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. So, understand, you have to change. You have to detox. You got to kick the habit just like a drug addict to get to where you want to be. If you're not willing to put in the work to do that, you don't deserve the body. You don't. You just don't. So you might as well enjoy being fat and your short lifespan because you're not going to live very long either. So I'm giving you the tips and stuff here, but it's really up to you to actually take action. It's up to you to actually do it. Do it. Okay? I can give you all the information, all the inspiration in the world, but it's up to you to get off your ass, make changes in your lifestyle, and stick to it. It's all about consistency. Consistency. What did I just say? Be consistent and disciplined. All right? So that's your lesson for today. You're welcome.